she ran errands for Xin Yan, bought her meals, and even carefully tore up dried beef strips for her. One day, a boy named Yan Liang showed up out of nowhere and snatched the dried beef strips away. Sang Ning flew into a rage and was about to lash out until she saw Xin Yan apologizing to him. Yan Liang paid no heed to Xin Yan's apology, even comparing her to his first love, Lin Zhao, calling Xin Yan tacky and saying all she knew how to do was throw money around, claiming Lin Zhao was far kinder and purer. Sang Ning immediately stepped in front of Xin Yan and fired back sharply, then went into fight mode, dumping the soup over Yan Liang's head right then and there and telling him to face reality. If Xin Yan hadn't kindly sponsored his education, he'd probably be stuck doing odd jobs right now. Xin Yan watched as Sang Ning defended her without hesitation and felt deeply touched. When Yan Liang started yelling at Sang Ning, Xin Yan didn't hesitate. She stepped forward and slapped Yan Liang hard, declaring that Sang Ning was her person and that no one was allowed to bully her. Sang Ning was moved to tears, as this was the first time anyone had stood up for her like this. Yan Liang threw down a harsh remark and stormed off. Before long, Lin Zhao, Yan Liang's first love, appeared. She pretended to bring a sandwich to apologize on Yan Liang's behalf, but in reality, she subtly mocked Xin Yan, saying her bad temper explained why Yan Liang disliked her. Sang Ning wouldn't let her talk down to Xin Yan like that, so she exposed Lin Zhao in front of everyone. The sandwich was moldy, and she had the nerve to use it as an apology gift. Xin Yan watched as Sang Ning stood up for her fearlessly and felt proud. She offered to reward Sang Ning, but Sang Ning shook her head and refused, saying this was just part of her job. This refusal to chase small gains made Xin Yan value her even more. Just then, their counselor walked into the classroom to announce the results of the school year's outstanding low-income students selection. Sang Ning, her cousin Sang Wanwan, and Lin Zhao were all shortlisted, and in the end, the spot went to Sang Ning. Before Sang Ning could even celebrate, trouble came knocking. Sang Wanwan and Lin Zhao surrounded her, trying to pressure her into giving up the spot voluntarily, but Sang Ning ignored them entirely, taking Xin Yan, who hated noise, and going back to the dorm. When that trick failed, the two resorted to underhanded tactics. They put double the dose of sleeping pills in Sang Ning's water bottle and muted her phone, all to make her miss an important interview. The next day, Sang Ning indeed didn't show up to the interview on time. Lin Zhao seized the opportunity to find the counselor and took Sang Ning's place without a hitch, while Sang Wanwan stood guard at the dorm door to stop Xin Yan from going to find Sang Ning. What they didn't know was that Sang Ning, having been reborn, had already taken precautions. She had poured out the water from the bottle beforehand and pretended to be unconscious, and when the time was right, she stormed into the interview venue. By then, Lin Zhao was on stage, speaking eloquently and building up her poor but aspiring persona, so Sang Ning rushed onto the stage like an avenging goddess, exposing all the underhanded things Lin Zhao and Sang Wanwan had done for everyone to hear and saying she would have the water in the bottle tested. Sang Wanwan tried to grab the bottle to stop her but failed, and in a panic, she blurted out, "The pills weren't even in the water bottle." The words slipped out before she could stop herself, exposing their guilt. With the truth out, the school punished the two